Oh no, sorry.
Vaqueta, cachiche, dobrao, which is the coin, the vega, the big stick, vaqueta, little stick, arami.
I think
We take this out of a car tire.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay.
Here.
You know, so personally for me, you know, those would be like some other small reasons that I also like train capoeira for the way I do. Like we do the movements, and two people come in and play a game, so we call it a game. So we say tijogo, means to play. You know, so it allows us to stay in touch with our inner child. You know, even as an adult, like you know, adults who are like still playing like children. You know what I mean? To be childlike, not childish, but childlike. So. Two people play just like you know, you see them doing movements. You never know how a person will respond. Like I can sit and have a conversation with you and it can go one way, and I can have a conversation with him, it can go another way. And we can talk about the same thing, but depending on who you are, that dynamic, and then we can have a conversation now today, and then tomorrow we can have a totally different conversation. So it's like the game is very much like it represents life for us, you know. And in this art, you know, since it is a martial art and a dance fused within, the ancestors disguised martial aspects, martial movements within a dance to hide like that lethal aspect of it within the eyes of their master when they were on the plantation 300-400 years ago. So the point where there became a real change was in the 1940s when certain individuals took it upon themselves to say, okay, we're going to take this beyond just meeting up at the park or under this tree on Sunday, and we want to like teach our martial art in academies. This particular one, Capoeira Angola, Capoeira G Angola, Capoeira from Angola, the master who helped preserve this style, his master was actually a sailor from Angola who came back and forth to Brazil, but the art itself was in Brazil for a long time as well already. When people practice this art within the holder, within the circle, basically, you know, we're training ourselves a lot of the movements versus like, let's say in Taekwondo, you throw a kick and there's a certain block for it. Well, in this art, you know, we learn to move, or like if a kick is thrown a certain way, we might do a negativa, which is negative, like get low to the ground, but we'll go away from certain movements. We work with the flow. You know, there are some styles that do specifically work with like taking chi, taking energy, taking flow, and like returning it, but not necessarily like going up against it. And my interpretation, you know, it varies from capoeirista, from practitioner to practitioner. But my belief is that, or my understanding is that we learn just like in life, you know, you can't always go up against everything. You can't always, you know, if a certain energy or a certain aspect or something's going on in life, you can't always, sometimes it's good to just walk this way, walk that way, walk away, you know, instead of always trying to come up and block something that maybe that you might not need to block. So we learn to go with the flow, but in the holder, when we strike each other or we strike at each other, it's not necessarily to show that you're stronger than someone else, but it's you choose that opportune moment to strike when someone else presents that opening. But it's not always about forcing that opening. It's not always about trying to till everything up until you can find that one point where you can, you know, it's like let's play. And when I go for a strike, it's at an opportune moment. But we don't always do it with always following through, because our intent is not to hurt someone else.